So DJ told me that a bartender slipped him some money to play a song, whispered in his ear, said, "Get this one on for me." And the guy, kind of shoved the money in his pocket and went back to his DJ console. Um, when he did open up his hand, he realized that tip was $100. So, of course, I'm going to play that song, right? Hi, I'm Bill. This is Creative License. Thanks for being a part of my little dog and pony show, and thanks for being so nice to my sponsor. Their sponsors are all listed below. Check them out. They would really appreciate your patronage, and I would appreciate it too if you like the show. So we've all been part of this one, right? Somebody tips you to play a song. Do you do it? When I was a younger DJ, give me $1 to play a song. I'll play it for you. I mean, what's the big deal? At a bar, even easier. At a corporate event, sure. At a wedding, no problem. But as I got older and my client was paying me more, and it got to a point where it's like, wait a minute. Do I really want to be, number one, do I want to be treated like a jukebox? That I've just set the standard for everyone in the room that knows that if they want to hear a song, all I got to do is slip the guy a $5 and he'll play it for me. And then it was like, well, I'm not going to play anything for less than $100. But then that happened to me. A client threw $100 at me to play a song that I knew wasn't necessarily going to be something that the bride and groom were going to want. It wasn't on their do not playlist, but I really shouldn't be playing at their wedding. I've gotten to know them. But it's $100. I mean, it's $100. The question now is, who are you there for? Have you thought about it? Who are you there for? Who are you trying to serve? Who are you getting paid by? I will say, and I'm taking a shot here, but I think I'm pretty close to say that if you're doing a wedding and someone gives you a $100 tip, that's less than the amount of money that your client is paying you, isn't it? If you're doing weddings for $100, we have another conversation that we need to have. I mean, come on, man, you're leaving a lot of money on the table. But if somebody throws $100 at you and you play a song and the bride and groom are unhappy and they've paid you $500, $800, $1,200, $3,000 to do an event, and they're like, "What did you play that song for? We hate that song. That's just terrible." That we're really one of your guests, they gave me $100 to play it. Think that's going to fall good? You sit in a restaurant and you order some chicken wings and you hear that it's the last batch of chicken wings, but they go to another table. But you ordered them, but you found out that the waitress got $100 to get the chicken wings to that guy. How do you feel about that? You had an agreement for the chicken wings. It's not very professional, is it? A professional and the owner of the DJ who's DJing the wedding is probably, well, I'm guessing he's the owner. Okay? I'm the owner. I don't have a lot of DJs working for me. And when they do, they're usually working with me in the room. So they understand the idea of tips. We don't take tips. I tell my clients ahead of time, I don't take tips anyway. You don't tip the owner. I pay my employees really well. If you would like to tip my employees, you may, but more than likely, if you really want to tip the people in the room that are making the least amount of money. The servers, the bartenders, the cleanup staff, even the management are probably making less money than myself and my DJ. But my client tips me at the end of the night, that's a nice thank you. Someone in the room tips me to ignore what the bride and groom want for their own purposes. Wow. You're really getting close to, you might get fired. And if you're working for a DJ company and you do that, your boss is going to hear about that. Why did you play that song? Well, the guy gave me $100. Your boss might go, "Oh, well, $100, I kind of understand that." But your boss is now having to deal with the client who hates that song, who now knows that you did not serve them. You served one of their guests who obviously didn't care enough about the bride and groom to walk away when you said, "Well, we probably shouldn't do that." And if you didn't say we probably shouldn't do that, then that's on you, man. I mean, you know what you should and shouldn't play at a wedding. And usually there's even a list. Usually the biggest tips that people try to push at me at a wedding are the ones for the songs that are on the do not play list. I've had someone push as much as $500 at me to play the Cha-Cha Slide because they wanted it and the bride and groom didn't. According to the guy that I saw typing online, yeah, I should have done that. I'm risking my professional integrity by doing that. Now, if you do it, I think it's a mistake. I'm not going to judge you for it. I'm just saying I think it's a mistake. What do you think? Put your comments below. I'm Bill. This is Creative License, and I'll see you next time.